Right, good day, lovely people. Feather Stitch House, hosted by Rebecca Tamasari. Pick of the pots. No, it's not black. Hurrah! Right, so we've got week 15, which is, sorry about my handwriting, the cat was in the way. Lemon, shape is a clamshell, and the stitch is drizzle stitch. So, yeah, compared to last week's, I might actually be able to see this one. Right, okay, so clamshell. Rebecca did the actual sort of patchwork clamshell shape. I thought I'd just do a clamshell. So I've got a piece of lemon on the background here. Now, so that I can see this, I've got a slightly darker one here. I'm going for it. I don't, a bit like Rebecca really, I don't have a lot of lemon or yellow really. Yeah, so I'm just trying to find my, oh, gold. Oh, there it is. Actually, are you even going to show up? I don't think you are you? No. I don't want to use my... See, it's going to be one of them days, one of those videos. I don't want to use my... Come on, Susan. Oh, heat erasable pen, come on. Brain. It's no good. Friction. Ah, I just got the pen and I thought, they're friction pen. Oh. It's my age. That's all I'm going to say. I'm too old. Too old and too tired. Went out for a nice walk with my puppy, Mr. Hades, this morning, and his mum, of course, because he pulls my arm off otherwise. So it was quite funny, actually. I was because she doesn't let me know when she's leaving home to come and pick me up, so it's usually around 8 o'clock. So it got to about 5 to, and I was stood trying to get through my rat nest of a curly hair whilst at the corner of my eye watching something on YouTube. And I stood up and looked in the mirror just to make sure I didn't look like a complete freakosaurus. I saw a car in the mirror. I was like, oh, oh. And then I was laughing at myself because I thought, God, this is pathetic, Susan. I was wandering around thinking, oh, I've got to turn the screen off. Oh, I need to do that. Honestly, what state to get in at 8 o'clock in the morning? I'm getting worse. I was telling myself off the other day for doing something. I'm getting set up. My mum, she was as ditzy as hell. She really was. So, she was the kind of person that put like the remote control in the fridge. There was absolutely no Alzheimer's at all. So yeah, I'm getting worse. And putting the milk in the dishwasher, and she's like me. She catches herself doing it, and she's just like, "Oh, for goodness sake, Valerie, what are you doing?" And we all know she's done something dozy then, and then we used to make her confess. So she was funny. I miss my old mum, bless her heart. Right, okay, there we are. It's not the best shape in the world, but it'll do. Right, so when Rebecca was doing this shape, I thought, cool, I'd make a lovely hanging basket and then blow me if she didn't then go and do a hanging basket. I thought, okay, I won't be doing that then. Right, so I've got my 4-inch square at the back, and I'm just going to... I think what I might do is do running stitch and kind of get the lines of the shell in, and then for the drizzle, because whenever I see these at the beach, they've got like a big clump of seaweedy, frondy things hanging off the bottom. So I thought maybe that is where the drizzle stitch could come in. So because it's not only panicking about whether you've got the colours, it's panicking about what the heck you're going to do with it when you've done it. So for threads, I have got a DMC, which to me is lemon, and then I've got this, I think this is an anchor one, but it's a variegated. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the one that Rebecca used, but I've lost the number. I don't know. And then I've also got a Steph Francis lemon one. I know, look at me with all the lemon threads. So this is a thick mercerized cotton, TMC08. Am I even in shot? Probably not. I've got the sun beating down on me, But I'm not shutting it out today, so I'll keep an eye. If it gets too glary for you guys, I might stitch it with this one. So, oh, I've also got out my Bowen Milliner's straw needles because the eyes are the same width as the shaft, which is really handy when you're doing these wrapped stitches. And I've got to block the sun out, haven't I? Hold tight. There we are. Otherwise you won't see a darn thing. You know, last week's was bad enough. That was I think that is up there as the worst video I think I've ever done in my life. And I don't usually watch my videos back, but that one I thought, I wonder what they did actually could see. And you couldn't see a blessed thing. I couldn't see a blessed thing. So, yeah. One of my subscribers, Susan, she said that she did a white cloud on a black background and then did the weaving in black. And I thought, you know, I don't know why I didn't break the rules and do that. To me, the difficulty is when you've got the background and the actual shape in the same colour. So if we get a ridiculous one like that again, like navy blue on, and we've got to do some, I'm just going to do a lighter blue background or something. Because, I mean, this is bad enough. You know, if you've got eyesight, I won't say problems, but, you know, I struggle to, it's the contrast. If there's not enough contrast, I'm completely lost. Right, I'm just going to do running stitch around here, and then I might just do a few lines coming down here like this, and I'll probably come back to you for the drizzle stitch, otherwise the video will be like forever long. I won't be long. Right, it's all stitched down, so I just did running stitch around here. Did a bit of blanket stitch here because this is a much softer felt. This is that really stiff craft felt. This is a softer one, and it was starting to shred a bit, so I just did blanket stitch around there. And then because these kept moving, the little monkeys, I've just couched the bits down there basically. So you know what I mean. So right, let's get out one of these Milliner's needles. I thought I had one in my pin needle. I could have sworn I'd got one out. No, maybe not. No, that's a really long sashiko one. It would have done actually, but I'm not going to make them massively long because you know, you can keep going with drizzle stitch, so they're huge. So right, what should I do first? Let's try the, I'm trying to think of if I've ever done this stitch. I've done the bouillon knots, but not this, I don't think. So let's get that through there. Here goes. Are you ready? Right. So where do we want it to come from? I think down here basically. Let's get you in there. Now then, you unthread the needle, you put it down, and then it's kind of like if you're a knitter, it's kind of like when you cast on when you're knitting. And if you've ever done it'll come to me. Sorry. Yeah, there's another thing that I've done before which is a very similar thing to this, and needle tatting. Thank you, memory. Yeah, it's exactly the same as you do with needle tatting actually. So sorry, you're not seeing much, but let me get you down just a tad lower. But I can't, sorry, hold tight. I can't lift it up. Let me just angle you slightly. I can't lift it up because obviously the so it's just literally wrap it around your finger and kind of put it on. Like I say, if you're a knitter, it's like when you can do a cast on with your finger as opposed to a needle. Anyway, we need to thread the needle, The camera is right in my way. Let me just stick that through a bit more, lift it up. I haven't got very big eyes on these. This I don't want to lift that out. And then hold that. Need about 300 hands and put it through. We end up with a curly-whirly drizzly thing. Ooh, that was fun. Let's do another one. Maybe a bit longer this time. So you unthread your needle, put it back in there, do this cast on thing. I'm sort of holding the needle at the back with my forefinger, no, my middle finger of the other hand, so it doesn't come out, hopefully. Because when she was doing it, I thought, oh, she's going to prickle her finger. And then I realised that actually it's the eye of the needle that's up, so you don't prick your finger all the time. So that's good. Which is the same as when you're doing needle tatting, which was introduced to me by Anne Brooke when we did the Sew for the Soul project, which kept us all sane during those lockdown times. Right, so I need to hold you, pull you through. Can't lift my hands up too high, or else I'm going to bash you. Drizzles. Drizzly whizzles. Funny little things, aren't they? I'll do one more in this thinner one, and then we'll switch to the really thick one and see. I'm going to lift you up a bit because I'm really struggling. I've got no hand room, so just hold tight. You've seen what I'm doing up close. That's better. I've got a dog can see a rabbit. I can swing a cat. All those stupid sayings that are they British? I don't know. Maybe not. I say I have done this similar thing before, so if you think, blimey, you're going fast, it's because I've done needle tatting. You can get a special long needle for it. Actually, I need to get that back out again. All this stuff I've got. Again, if you're a knitter, this is how I cast on my first row. Although I think I do it more with a knitting needle now. Not that I've picked up knitting needles for, well, yeah, I can't even remember. Right, okay. Through there. Right, you go over there. You pinch. Me pull. Come on. Oh, wiggly worms. I guess the tighter you pull them, because I suppose if you don't pull it too tight, you can leave it a bit more, or you can really scrunch it up. Like a little helter-skelter, that one. Sorry, I was off camera then, sorry. So if you put it out, if you don't pull it so tight, they go quite long, like so. But if you pull, they curl up more. That's cool. Right, I'm going to carry on. I'll do some more of these and then I'll come back and we'll thread on this thicker one because it has got a very small amount of variation. There's like a drop of orange in the middle there. Whether that'll show up or not, I don't know. It's not a very variegated one for Steph Francis, but yeah, let me do a few more of those and I'll come back to you in a sec. Right, so I managed to get 5. I didn't want to put any more thread on. So, yes, we've got 5 little squiggly wigglies here. So I've switched to the wider thread, or the thicker thread now, but I don't have, I couldn't get it through the eye of this. It would have been ridiculous. I don't know if they come in different sizes. I need to investigate that, because if I can get one with a bigger eye, that would be ideal. So I'm going to risk it and try a oh, goodness sake, what are they called? Hold on. They are called well, not tapestry needles. What are you called? Hang on. Chenille needle. Couldn't think of the word then for a minute. Obviously with a bigger eye. So let's give it a go. I think all I'm going to have to do is not pull tight with the wrapping, because it's the tightness of that will mean it won't go past. It won't pull through smoothly. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So let's see if we can get quite a few on this one. Of course, it's getting it around the other ones. Right, let's angle you down there. Pull that a little bit closer. That's 9, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's try 16, see what that looks like. Hopefully I haven't pulled too tight that I can't pull this through, but we shall see. I'm going to get that a little bit shorter. It's very curly whirly, so it's going to go into a knot. I can feel it in my water. So I'm just going to pull nice and slowly. I have to give it a little wiggle. That has gone through, good. Right, you do not need to knot yourself, okay? Behave. No, not accepting that, behave. With this lemon thread, I think I might go in with my Inktense pencils and just colour it up a bit. It's a bit blah. Okay, so there we are. A big long one. I can do 3 big ones in here if I can get through the... In trouble, you're constantly twisting it, your thread does want to twist up, which is fine. Right, okay. So was that 16, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16. Okay, I'm just going to let that untwizzle so we don't have that threat of a knot again. There's a lot of grass cutting going on out there. I don't know if you can hear the machines, it's quite loud. No knotting, you are banned from doing that, thank you. I'm not going to pull that one so hard. So I think one really long one right in the middle there. I might come up onto the felt actually and kind of layer it up there. Go on, in. Get in there, thank you. Right. I'm going to go with 20. It's 20. Should I do more? 23. I'll do. Stay. Right, untwizzle. Fingers and thumbs today. Get in there. All of you in. For Pete's sake. I don't know who this Pete is, but he keeps on getting in my way. Right, in. All of you. Right. Okay. So you don't need to have a milliner's. It does make it more easier. They are slightly easy. That's cool. I like that. That'll do. I could go on and do more. I might. I don't know. But anyway, there we are. That'll do for now. So there we are. That's lemon. At least we could see it this time. I'll be thankful for small mercies in this world. See, I want to put green in there, and you know, really colour it up. So I might do some more coming over here and sort of falling everywhere, but you'll see that in the final photo. But otherwise, there we are. One clamshell. So it was lemon, clamshell, and drizzle stitch. So there we are. See you next week. Fingers crossed for the colours. Bye. I thought I'd show you all the drizzles in the end. Extreme close up. Cool, aren't they? Right, there we are. Bye.